Hula Hands Painting Party. This ain't your daddy's painting class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mary Houlihan.
Yeah! Woo-hoo. Welcome to the show. Hey! Mary and Happy! You see him? Huh? That's his head. La, la, la. Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Woo! Oh, hello. Hello, yellow devil. Hi, everybody. Hey, friends. Hi. Hello, everyone. Wave. Good to see everyone. Hey. Swiggity swag. What is up, gang? Welcome to another installment of Mary Houlihan's Painting Party. It's the show where you paint or draw at home, and it's fun. And you post pics of your work online, and then we screen share it, and that sort of thing. Anyways, so I did decide that the theme this week would be Lost Season 1 DVD. And right before the show, Forrest and Bryson brought it to my attention that I have already painted the Lost Season 1 DVD on this show before. I was sort of saying, you guys are wrong, you guys are crazy. And they were like, no, we think you did it. And I was like, yeah, right. And they were like, no, we think that you did it and that you had the theme for like mystery, maybe. And I was like, well, whatever. Anyways. Oh, very good point. Well, anyways, let's get to it. Here come my wonderful guests. Yep, that's right. It's Phil Meister. And can you believe it? It's Forrest Phillips.
Hello.
Oh my God. Wow. This is crazy.
I'm so excited to be here.
Forrest?
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy. I just had an urge. Phil, should I?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I'm thinking about revealing one of showbiz's longest held secrets. Should I do it?
Absolutely.
I mean, this is like, you know, when people are like, oh, are Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, are they in an open relationship or what? You know, this is bigger than that.
Wow.
This is bigger than that. Forrest is my social media liaison.
Wow. I didn't think it would be that big reveal.
Yeah, pretty big, huh? Wow.
I can't believe this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah. Can you believe it? So, Phil, like, how do you feel about this? You know,
I'm thrilled. You got good social media, Mary.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, it wouldn't be nothing without
Amazing.
the liaison.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, that's sort of what's up. So Forrest, you didn't know that you were going to be on the show until about an hour ago. Phil, you've known that you're going to be on the show for, you know, a day or two. So you have had different levels of, knowing in advance that you would be asked to paint for the theme Lost Season 1 DVD.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to paint today? You know, for the theme.
So I was thinking about it because I often will do something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Lost
Me neither.
at all. I know there's a smoke monster,
Oh, okay.
so I'm going to paint a smoke monster.
Yay!
Honestly, that's going to be scary for us. That's a but that's going to be.
Well, Phil, what's
I
it going to
think-
be?
You know what? I think I'm gonna try to. I had seen it. I rewatched the pilot today
Mhm,
inside
mhm.
the show, and I think I'm gonna draw the face of lead character Jack.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, before I get too ahead of myself, heck, why don't we do a little bit of mousekeeping? Now, mousekeeping, what's that? Doesn't that rhyme with housekeeping? In fact, it does, because sometimes, at other things like maybe like a meeting, maybe like an office meeting, they might say, okay, a little housekeeping up top. Please save your questions for later. So that's sort of what I'm going for, housekeeping, just telling you basic what the rules are. But I found this gif of a mouse, and the mouse was sweeping, so I thought mouse keeping. Maybe I should have done mouse sweeping. But anyways, a little bit of mouse keeping up top. If you're going to make art at home, you can put it online with the hashtag Merry Painting Party, and we'll screen share it during the show, and that sort of thing. I made a website where I was putting all the art every week, and I simply got too busy to keep updating it. So I'd also like to put out a talent search worldwide. If you want to be in charge of updating the Tumblr, let me know. Oh yeah, so you can support the show. That would be really cool at planetscum.live. There's a little button that takes you to a PayPal, and you could give us a couple little dollars. But if you don't have a couple little dollars, you just tell your friend about the show, or like retweet, or like even just like in combo, be like, this is the best show, everyone should watch it all the time, because that would also be helpful to us. If you're like, hey, I freaking donated $10. That's an hour of work in some parts of the country, and I want stuff. Have no fear. Just email me your mailing address to marywoolahanxoxo@gmail.com, and I will, in fact, mail you some things. Let's see, what would that look like? Okay, stickers, okay, all right. Little headshot, okay. You can also go to planetscum.live/merch to get a shirt of happy. Come on. And we're going to do something with this pic. I think it's going to be on a t-shirt. Bryson was saying, what if we made these little charm things? What if we made those into a sticker sheet? I think that's a good idea too. I think that's pretty much all my mousekeeping. Whoa, okay, hot recommendation. Would they let me bring Happy to where? To Lost Island? Thank you for asking. I did open the application in a new tab, and I was like, I'm going to leave this tab open so I remember to do it later. And then I closed the tab because I had too many tabs. But I do intend on applying and asking if I can bring Happy. Thank you.
I hope you can bring Happy.
I hope so. Bryson says in the private chat that I should, make you're supposed to make like an audition video. Bryson is saying that I should do my audition on here, on this, and then send this as the thing. And I don't know, I guess that could be a good idea. I'm sort of thinking of maybe doing like, I love the circle so much that we did a fake one, and then it would show clips from when we did the circle.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do that. I don't know. Just send them the mock circle, just send them the whole thing. That's not a bad idea. Happy would be a huge get. Anyways. So yeah, I did notice, because as we all know, I'm really into the stock market now. And so I saw on Robinhood.com at the bottom of the thing, it it was trending news because Netflix is a popular stock that people buy. It's trending news. Netflix announces a big casting call, the biggest casting call ever. And yeah, they're straight up casting for like 10 shows right now. They got a website where you can just apply to be on like all their freaking shows. Love Island, Circle, Nailed It, pretty much all of them. They're looking for fresh talent. So, Phil, are you going to audition to be a Netflix star?
Sure. Why not?
Yay!
I could go on the Circle, I think.
Yeah. What would you go as?
Go as? Would I have
With yourself or
an alter ego?
Mhm.
No, I would go as myself. The alter egos, I've only seen one episode, but the alter egos freak me out.
Would you be, my follow-up question is, would you be totally honest to yourself, or would you make a couple white lies? A lot of times people will be like, you know, maybe if they're like pretty and they're in a relationship, they'll say they'll pretend to be single just so that they can flirt more, and you know, other things like that. Like they'll use their pictures and mostly tell the truth.
Yeah, I think I would go honest.
Wow.
If I did like a little gameplay like that, I'd become crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to do the gameplay stuff and it'd get out of control.
Yeah.
You can't live lives like that, you know?
No. Well, my advice, if you ever go on the Circle, do not say that you are a model.
No.
No, you'll get kicked off the first episode. Happens every
Out
time.
of jealousy?
Well, it's a mix. Sometimes it's jealousy. Sometimes it's like, who the fuck does she think she is? Sometimes it's that sort of vibe. But sometimes it's because they don't really like people that seem like catfish right away. Usually, if they get the feeling that someone's a catfish halfway in, they're sort of like, I don't care. I already like them. But if you have really hot pictures and like professional looking pictures, you're gonna look like a catfish because that's what, you know, dating site catfish do, you know?
Yeah.
So you might be an actual real life hot model, but they're gonna think you're a catfish.
Wait, what are other shows that you could audition for on Netflix?
Too Hot to Handle. I think I said Love Island before, but that's not what I meant. I meant Too Hot to Handle and Love is Blind. And Nailed It, The Baking Show. And I forget what else. I think the Marie Kondo Show and Queer Eye.
I'd love to do did you say a baking show?
Uh-huh.
I'd love to do that. I think they need someone who like doesn't know how to bake. Kind of set the baseline. Because when everything looks awesome, you know, that's boring.
Well, you'd be perfect for Nailed It. Don't you know the conceit of the show, Phil? Okay.
Wait, sorry, what did you say? I think I answered a question I misheard.
Oh, do you know the conceit of the show?
No, I don't.
Oh.
The show is called Nailed It in a sarcastic way because they take novice bakers and they give them really tough challenges. And then they come out like looking really shitty. And so it's more like a fun baking show more than like a, wow, these best bakers are here to compete.
Wow, honestly, I'd be perfect for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Come on.
All right.
Audition for Nailed It, would you?
I'll do it. That sounds fun.
The chat is saying Floor is Lava is also casting,
Oh.
which would be very interesting.
I would like to do that. I haven't seen Floor is Lava, but I like that style of show where people are doing, you know, like obstacle courses that everyone at home is like, that's easy, I could do that. But like, obviously in real life, it's probably really hard. I would love to be on one of those kinds of shows.
Absolutely. That would be so much fun. And even just seeing how it all works would be a lot of fun for Floor is Lava.
Yeah. Whoa, who's this?
This is Gatsby.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's up, Gatsby?
oh my goodness.
Oh.
Floor is lava gossip?
Oh. People got injured last year?
What the hell?
Well, I don't want that.
That would suck.
Maybe I don't want to be on Floor is Lava.
You know, I've been watching a lot of epic internet vids, a lot of, fail vids, a lot of compilations that, some guy makes of just funny stuff he's found on the internet. I've really been into those lately. And so they have, a lot of those kinds of shows with the obstacle courses. And I saw a recent one. It was so funny. And there's all this, the stuff swinging around by the feet, and everyone's looking at their feet and trying to jump over. But it's a red herring. That's not the obstacle. So they're busy looking at their feet, and then they get punched in the head. And one after one, they keep getting punched in the head because they're all looking at their feet. And I thought it was so funny. Anyways,
I love that.
I think I could do that. Well, I have to ask, did anyone see the new episodes? Is it lame that I always talk about Netflix shows and reality shows on this show?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
you're right. Okay. So, did anyone watch the Love Is Blind updates?
No.
Did not.
It's fucked up.
Now, what's the premise of Love is Blind? Is it people who can't see? Is that it?
They cast a bunch of blind people. JK. It's people who have sight, and they, dating is so hard, and maybe if you were just going off of a person's personality and not their looks, maybe you could find the one. That's the premise. So everyone is in a room by themselves, and they do speed dating where they can't see anyone. There's just a person on the other side of the wall, and they talk to them. And, well, I guess it's not speed dating. I guess you spend like an hour or a couple hours with these strangers who you can't see. And then you must propose to one within a week or two. And, the drama unfolds from there. So this was like I guess sort of like a reunion. I think it was 2 or 3 years since they filmed it. And so it was like, how are people doing now? And it's like, is it awkward between any exes? And have these 2 of the couples got married, and so it was sort of like, let's see how this is holding up. And there's a very dramatic cocktail party that everyone went to, and there's so much drama. It was crazy.
What did someone split up?
Well, I binged all of Sexy Beast in a day, and I liked it. Anyways, the big drama is that on this season, there was sort of a love triangle, quadrangle, rectangle. And so there's this girl, and her name was, what's her name? The blonde one. Anyways, so she she liked a guy named Barnett, and it's true, Rob Delaney is the narrator of Sexy Beast, but I'll get to Sexy Beast. So the blonde girl, she likes Barnett, and then this dumbass girl named Amber, she likes Barnett. And so then, what's her name? The blonde girl was, well, then Barnett was kind of liking both of them. And then he was like, ooh. And then I believe Amber asked Barnett to marry her. And then the blonde girl, she was kind of like, what the hell? I like him. No, what the hell? And so, she was a little bit of a hater. She was, a little bit like, Barnett, are you sure you like her? I mean, I think Amber had reason to not like this blonde girl. But it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years since they filmed this. And Amber and Barnett, they are married. And Amber hates the blonde girl and refuses to speak to her and made like a whole like, I'm not going to be on camera with her. I'm not going to talk to her. And she forbade her husband Barnett from talking to the girl. And let me just remind you that the whole filming of the show and everyone meeting each other took like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so for her to be acting this way years later, pretty lame. And so she was quite mean to this blonde girl. And so, during the initial season, sort of the storyline was like, this blonde girl's such a mess. She really wants Barnett. Desperate. But she was totally vindicated on this reunion because it was like, yikes. Barnett and Amber are fucking lame. And this blonde girl, she's actually kind of cool. So, that's sort of what was going on. Also, what's his name? What's the name of Giannina Milady Jabella's boyfriend?
That is
anyway, he was sort of two-timing her, but he's a narcissist. He has narcissistic personality disorder and or psychopathy. And so he was sort of two-timing her. He was like dating her, but then also like being really flirty friends with this other girl and leading on the other girl and kind of being like, oh, I'm going to break up with Giannina soon and then we'll date. And she was like, okay, if you're going to break up soon, sure. And he invited her to the reunion and he was still dating Giannina, Phil. He was still dating Giannina. Both girls at the cocktail party, psycho. And his name was Damien.
You gotta stay clear of narcissists.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So, yeah, that's pretty much the big drama.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, and it was a crossover with Too Hot to Handle?
Yes, because the girl that Damien was, what would you call? Being a creep too. But not Giannina, his ex. Or current girlfriend. Maybe they're still together. The girl that he was, misleading. Her name is Francesca, and she was on Too Hot to Handle. Thank you very much. Maybe I should do that. Cat reality show, that is. You know what I would love to do? I would love to host the Joel McHale show. And I don't know if they would have to change the name, but I think it's insane that there haven't been new episodes in so long because I feel like Netflix has really increased the number of insane reality shows. So for them to not have a soup style clip show with someone saying snarky things, it's crazy to me that they don't, like, what is going on there?
I would watch you host your version of the Joel McHale show for sure.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I quite like that. Well, I had an idea to become a YouTuber who like fixes stuff and builds stuff, but actually that stuff is kind of hard. Maybe I should become a YouTuber where I just recap stuff.
Yeah, people want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never watch reality shows, and I'm left out of so many conversations because of it. But if I can watch the recaps, I'm back in those conversations.
Yeah.
It's true.
It'd be a public service.
It would open up so many doors for you, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mary.
Uh-huh.
It's not fan art, but we did have some breaking news from Deadline.
Oh, is it about Governor Cuomo?
No. No. It's true. Forrest revealed his ghost author
Whoa.
and social media.
It's true.
Wow.
Wow. I can't believe everyone has these perfect face reactions. Like, shocking. No one can believe it.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, Alice.
Amazing.
Yes, very nice. Speaking of wonderful Alice, it would be wonderful for Alice here at Planet Scum if you went to planetscum.live and donated to our PayPal. That's a good segue. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be wonderful. Marvelous.
Yes. So, like, Phil, what's new?
Not too much. Just hanging out a lot. Living in LA.
Very nice.
What's new? I'm coming back to New York for a week or so in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
Do all the old haunts. See some
Where
old
you
friends.
staying?
I'm you know Sebi, correct?
I know Sebi.
He and I
I know
are
a thing or two about Sebi. Huh?
a thing or two about him. Okay. Anything weird about his apartment I should know? Because I'm gonna stay there for a week.
He has a lot of board games.
All right, I gotta make a call.
And I think he has a turtle.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me that I wouldn't have to take care of the turtle too much.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Sebi's house, it has a turtle, has a lot of board games. Laura's there, and they have a backyard. And Talia and Nona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I know a fair amount about Sebi's house.
You stayed there before?
Ooh, don't get salmonella.
Yeah, I don't plan on touching the turtle.
Well, that's what you
That would
say
be the
now.
only way. Right? Oh, that's true. I haven't met the turtle.
Mhm.
Could you describe Lost to me and Forrest since we've never seen it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a thrilling mystery adventure show. Do you like jungle adventure? Either of you?
Not that I know of yet.
Wow,
Yes.
but even the words, do they do anything for you?
Yeah, I like them.
It's intriguing. Yeah.
Yeah, intriguing is the word. Forrest, if you're into intrigue, I think you'd enjoy Lost.
Oh.
Okay.
It really is mostly intrigue. And, some people, they don't think that the payoff is that good. That's fine with it. But I'm pretty easygoing with that stuff.
I have a question.
hmm
The episodes, do they end in cliffhangers?
Everyone a cliffhanger.
Oh,
Do you like that or
that's
not?
pretty good. That's pretty
You like
good
that?
as far as TV goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. We got some Lost fans in the comments. This is good.
Are any of them literal cliffhangers where there's a person hanging off a cliff at the end of an episode?
You know, I don't know specifically, but I'm sure there is something similar to that at least once
Okay.
in the series. Almost definitely. In fact, I'm going to say yes.
Oh.
One of the cliffhangers is a literal cliffhanger, I would say. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Well, this actually makes me think of on the classic little boy and one shirts. Usually, he's sort of he's usually trouncing on someone else, right?
Yeah.
There's usually another guy who's like, "Oh, you totally dribbled past me," and so what you're saying with this is you're kind of like that guy. You're not like dribbler guy. You're sort of like the guy like, "Oh my god, he totally jump faked and I fell for it." Forrest and Phil, did you have and one shirts?
I definitely had and one shirts.
Woo!
Oh, I was very into basketball as a little kid. I had Jordan jerseys, Shaq jerseys.
This is news to me.
Yeah, I was
I
far
didn't
more
know
into
this.
sports than anyone would guess now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't have any N1s. Closest I had one of those shirts where it was like, Taz, the Tasman,
Yeah.
or the glass shattering.
Yeah. It's badass. Did you guys ever wear necklaces? Like chains?
No, I don't think I ever did. That felt like it was, I was too nervous to wear those. That's calling too much attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, no chains. No chains.
Someone brought up chains to me recently, and I started thinking about it and was like, oh yeah, that's so weird. That like tough little boys with their Taz shirts and their hair spiked up would also wear chains sometimes. And some of these boys were a little bit fresh, and I wish I had the presence of mind as a child to, be like, you're wearing a necklace, and sort of take them down a peg. But they were so confident, it didn't occur to me to make fun of their necklaces.
Yeah. Some I remember distinctly. Some would be like bike chains. Like it was like a necklace that was like a literal like bike chain.
That is cool.
That is one word for it, Mary.
Do you guys remember, I guess I'm asking a lot of questions that I would have liked to know when I was a little girl about, little boy culture. So when little boys started calling each other by each other's last names instead of first names, like, yo, Meister, throw it here.
Mm-hmm.
What age for you or in your school would you say that started at? And did you, make the transition into using last names sort of seamlessly, or were you kind of forced at first, or?
So my school didn't really make that transition ever.
No.
We were first
Even
names.
on the basketball court?
Mm-mm.
Ah!
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Mine definitely did, and I think that it probably would have happened around the time that you started playing like team sports, because I assume they're just getting that shit from coaches.
Oh right, yeah, they're probably hearing a grown-up doing it.
They're like, this is what we're supposed to be
This
doing.
is what men do.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I always used first names. I guess some people you'd call like first and last name if they have one of those kinds of names. But I never went just last.
Do you also call parents Mr. Ms. last name or their first names? It depends on what they ask. I think the go-to is Mr. Ms., Mrs., Miss. And then if you go over their house and they say, call me Donna, then you call them Donna.
Yeah.
But they have to make the request.
Yeah. What is that? Okay. And is that true now? When you meet people's parents?
No idea. Wait, you mean as a grown-up?
Yes.
Okay. I was at first I was wondering if parents of children today, if they still do call me Donna, or if that's a more our parents' generation thing to do. Let's see. Nowadays I certainly grown-ups will tell me their first name, and it would be a little bit odd for me to start calling them Mr. and Mrs. That's what I think.
Yeah, I tend to call them by their first name rather than... Oh, yeah.
Yes, you should. I actually think it's quite classy when grown-ups want to go by Miss first name. I think, it's going by your first name is here, classiness. And then Ms., Mrs., last name is up here. And then Ms., like Miss Donna, is way up here. That's like the classiest grown-up move you can do. I think it implies, a casualness, and you could talk to me about anything, but also, respect me. You cannot be a brat in my home. So I think, Miss Donna is the best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh.
Oh. Is there what's it called? Is there baggage with two, you said, in the way that like people my age want to be called Miss, but if they're called ma'am, they're sort of like, what the fuck? I'm not ma'am yet. What's your problem? Nice.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah?
We got some fan art.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now that is great. That's really good fan art.
Wow.
Mary and Forrest, do you get it? Do you appreciate it?
I see the smoke monster.
Yeah, and then you see Vincent the dog.
Yes.
There's a dog on the island.
Oh. I didn't know there was a dog.
Honestly, Forrest, you're gonna love this show. Dog on the island.
Learning there's a dog has me very intrigued. Lost is for dogs, by dogs?
That's true.
Oh.
I did hear that about the show. A boy employee at CVS, he seemed young, maybe a teen or maybe early 20s. He called me sir. So, that was cool.
No.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
You were in person?
Huh?
When this happened, you were in person with this CBS guy?
Yes. He called me sir, and then he was like, "Oh shit, sorry," and I was like, "It's okay." It was just, that hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
I would get it if, if I was dressed differently, but I feel I was dressed pretty feminine at the time.
I got distracted by the update about the fact that Vincent the dog from Lost was only played by 2 dogs
Oh.
on the whole show.
Whoa. Yeah.
Oh, look at Vincent.
Oh,
Vincent was on the
pretty.
plane. Wow.
Maybe I will like Lost.
These are spoilers, Bryson, as Horde Jedi is pointing out in the chat.
Bryson?
People have had enough time to watch Lost.
Okay.
Well, okay. If you say so.
What crash?
But fair.
There's a plane? Oh, he has a cute bone on his collar?
Happy? You want to see the people? Happy? 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 I thought that was his ear, but that's his foot in the air.
Oh.
Wait, there's people on Lost?
They get lost?
Wait,
Like Kelvin.
it's a show? You want to be lost. You want to be on Lost. Whoa. Wanna be lost. Abby, do you want to be on the circle? Want to be on the circle? Yes, you do. You want to be on the circle. Thank you. Well, I'm going to be over there if you want to come. No pressure. No one's asking you to die for Happy. I mean, you can if you want. Totally. So, like, how's everyone's art coming? Forrest and Phil.
I think it's coming along okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with mine so far.
Let's see. Come on.
Okay. Here's mine. Because answering the question people have been asking in the chat, where lost? Here lost.
Oh, that's perfect.
They're lost.
Oh, they're lost. It could be they're lost. Maybe it should be they're lost instead of here lost.
They're lost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man.
And this is what Jack from Lost kind of looks like.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is from memory.
wow.
Ah.
Very good. I'm a lost. He's a lost.
Lost.
She's a
She's
lost.
a lost.
We're all lost. Yeah. Oh my goodness. A favorite?
Oh.
Ooh. Well. Wow.
Wow.
It's hard to do. You have to do it without thinking. Wow. Mhm. Well, has anyone seen the Val Kilmer movie?
Not yet.
yet.
It's so good.
And so it's all sort of footage that he shot over the course of his life, edited to be his life story.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
It's cool. It's like, especially as an artist myself, I thought it was really cool and like, sort of like, well, you know, he's like handsome and a great movie star.
Mm-hmm.
So he was sort of doomed to be a movie star in a way. And what I didn't know before watching this movie is that Val Kilmer is an incredible actor, artiste, studied at Juilliard. I believe he was the
Whoa.
youngest person ever admitted to Juilliard at the time of
Wow.
graduation. And, you know, his dream was to do Hamlet on Broadway. And, you know, just really, really cares about the craft of acting. And he totally got pigeonholed into, you know, kind of like Brat Pack, Top Gun boys. And, you know, he was so successful, but sort of like didn't really feel personally successful. I mean, he wasn't like a brat. He was like, it's cool that I can support my family and my kids and help my parents out and stuff. But, you know, I'm kind of bummed. When I was young, I thought that I'd be doing this and that. I didn't want to be, I don't know, wearing the Batman suit where like you can't even move or act and you're just there to do the Batman voice and that sort of thing. And I guess I just didn't really know much about him. So it was basically interesting to learn that he's like an artist and very thoughtful about his craft in a way that you hope that everyone is.
Yeah, I'm realizing I didn't know much about him either because I had no idea about any of that. That's interesting.
I quite like it.
I think the Batman was my introduction to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Which, and then Sarm Smith points out that she confuses Val Kilmer with Mickey Rourke, which I can see.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, what I was thinking a lot while watching this is, Val Kilmer looks a lot like Brad Pitt. But
Yeah.
I usually don't think of them as looking so similar. But now, faced with Val Kilmer for an hour and a half, I'm like, they really look alike.
Do you think that Brad Pitt has a similar thing going on where it's like, oh, he's a great actor, like cursed with these looks where he's stuck in the. But I guess he does more. He's able to do more interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe at the beginning of his career, but I don't know. I feel like he's always been able to do interesting things. Like, wasn't his first or one of his first things Thelma and Louise?
Yeah.
He's one of those rare hunks that just gets these great roles.
Yeah. But that was also definitely like a hunk role in Thelma and Louise.
Yes. It requires a hunkiness. For sure. That's true. And, it's written by him. It's narrated by his son because Val Kilmer is recovering from throat cancer. I don't think he has the cancer now, but his, his ability to speak is really hindered. So his son narrates his writing, and he's a good writer. You're just sort of like, damn, why didn't I know that Val Kilmer was, interesting?
Yeah.
And, the reason you don't know is because he doesn't, he sort of, played his cards wrong and, didn't really get a chance to get booked in really great roles. And, it kind of touches on how, you can't really say for anyone that, oh, if only they did this, because how would you know? The world could have been totally different if they did X, Y, or Z, butterfly effect, etc. But they talk about how he was in Batman and he was so depressed on Batman because he had the expectation of, wow, this is such a once in a lifetime, this is what every movie star, what every actor wants to do. But then when he got there, he was like, this really sucks. And all the villains get to have really interesting performances, but Batman really can't move and you don't see his face and you're really just as an actor, it's so boring and also lonely because you can't talk to people on set even because it's so the suit is such a hindrance. And so in that, in the 90s Batmen, they said, okay, yes, $1 zillion, let's go make another one right away. And he said, I don't want to. I want to do a role that's more interesting to me. So, sorry, I'm going to turn it down. And, a little naive, thought, of course I can do that. Why not? There's plenty of actors that can be Batman. But Hollywood is politics, babe. And you're not supposed to, turn down a second Batman movie. That makes you seem difficult. That makes you seem, like you're not going to be a team player. And all that sort of thing, even though he only signed on and did a contract for the one Batman.
Yeah.
You're still sort of expected to sign on for the second one. And so, who took his place, as we know, is George Clooney. And George Clooney first was doing tons of handsome guy, boring stuff. And then after Batman broke through and started doing really cool roles and stuff with the Coen brothers and the Ocean's movies and, became a really cool capital A actor. And so it does make you sort of feel a little sad that maybe that could have been Val Kilmer. And I love having George Clooney as a movie star. I sure do. And I think he's a great actor. But I just feel a little bummed that Val Kilmer didn't get his chance to, be a breakthrough capital A actor. And that's my truth, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, speaking of Val Kilmer, the people here at Plant Scum, we're sort of artists, and we don't take any job just for the big bucks. We do streaming, comedy, and painting shows because it's a joy, and it would help us if you would donate to our beautiful shows at planetscum.live. Yep, there's an icon. It's the shape of a bucket, and it takes you to our PayPal. So please donate there. And if you'd like, you could email me your receipt, and I'll mail you treats. And my email, of course, is maryhoulihanxoxo@gmail.com. So, yeah. So, are you guys gonna see Val, or did I sort of, give you the Val experience, and now you don't need to see it?
I am interested in seeing it because it looks very good, and that sort of found footage thing is interesting, and the fact that he just happened to be, that he was filming all of it, and you can see it all firsthand is super interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that in itself shows you what an artistic, creative mind he has, that he was filming all of these things. He was even filming inserts on a camcorder, like bullshit, fucking around, zooming in on like a thing in Tom Cruise's dressing room.
So cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I agree, Crimea. I guess we stand Val Kilmer.
Yes, I certainly do. Now, after yesterday. So, like, Forrest.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's a good question. I saw Suicide Squad at the drive-in over the weekend. I'm sorry, I mean the Suicide Squad.
Of course.
And that was a lot of fun.
I hear it's good.
I realized I've been watching James Gunn movies for 10 years now with this one. Horde Jedi says that Val and Robert Downey Jr. interviewed each other while they were doing press for Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
There's some great clips of Robert Downey Jr. in Val. Ooh. He totally gets Val. He was standing Val before the rest of us.
He's always been a trendsetter,
Yes.
Oh, wow. The creator of Batman said that Val was the best Batman?
Well, I mean...
That's high praise.
You gonna argue with that?
I'm not.
You can't. That's Val.
That's Val right there, yeah. No, I would never argue.
Oh, and I almost left out one of the coolest parts, is that Val's brother, growing up, was like... his brother had passed away when they were teenagers, but his brother was sort of like Louis Stevens on Even Stevens. He, was a super imaginative, wanted to grow up and be a film director, and he would like write all these films and, cast the brothers and the family members, and they would like, what other movies? It almost reminded me of, what's that one? With Mos Def and Jack Black.
Oh, Be Kind, Rewind?
Yeah. So these kids, they have all these home videos if Val Kilmer of like little Val Kilmer and his brothers doing like shot for shot remix of like, you know, westerns and like huge movies of the time, and I don't know, it's just like
That's so cute and so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
they're just like so smart and creative and like such an appreciation for film as young little guys.
It's interesting that there's just like that whole side to Val that we didn't get to know because it wasn't easy to, you know, it was not the stuff that you'd see in Batman Forever. Also, yeah, has Bob Kane seen your Batman?
But hold on. Well, you know who I think has the best Batman?
Who?
Cartman.
Oh yeah, Culture Clash Tim asking who Bill Finger says is the best Batman, because Bill Finger is the other co-creator of Batman, who did a lot of the stuff that we would identify as Batman. And I think Cartman.
Yeah. Funny.
Wow.
Woohoo!
New host of The Soup and the new Batman.
Yay.
That's very true. Culture Clash Tim.
Wait, what is the
He
there?
didn't. Basically, Bob Kane wanted to be the sole creator of Batman, even though a lot of the things that are most iconically Batman were introduced by Bill Finger, who is the artist, I think, and it was a whole controversy, and like it took a while for Bill Finger to start getting credited as co-creator of Batman, even though he drew the first issue of Batman and created so many of like the Batsuit design and stuff that are the key Batman things. Oh, yes, that's Maru.
You would think there would
Oh, Bill Finger was the real writer, according to Sir Ive. But Bats Maru had so much attitude. I am surprised.
You would really think that there would be some Google image results. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like deviant art never existed. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I like Knuckles, Bats Maru.
It's dope. Okay. Goal getter. He's so cool. Wow. Don't be square. He's so cool. Fuck. That's Batman.
Oh, Batman.
If I have any Sanrio stuff in my room. Oh, where is it? I have a little karaoke tin.
Oh.
Boy. Hold on. Where's the puppy?
Here's an update on my drawing. I added a little bit of purple floor to this classroom where the smoke monster is answering where lost. I labeled the island just because
Nice, that's helpful.
it could be any island, and so maybe the smoke monster was wrong. If it was not Lost Island, it would be wrong. And I don't want smoke monster to be wrong.
So here it is. It's a little tin. And there's Kuropi, and then there's, little Kuropi. I don't know his name. Woo!
Oh, that is so cute.
It's Frog World. You're just living in it. Let's see, what else do I got? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Put my envelope full of stickers.
Ooh.
It's a white envelope. Oh, this isn't it, but okay, we got some Hello Kitties. All right, not too shabby. Let's see. Well, when was the last time I used stickers? There's Maryland thing. To Bryson, and I put stickers in the envelope. Well, anyways, you better believe there's some Sanrio around this house. Very cool. Phone is dead. You guys like these?
What is it?
Jawbreakers.
Oh, I haven't had a jawbreaker in a long time. I love them.
That's not a good example of one. This one has more crap going on.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good question. I don't know. You know what I would do? I would look up, I would go to the website for the Bell House and the website for Littlefield and the website for Union Hall and see if they have shows because they only book cool and fun ones. I think the show that Joe Firestone hosts called Butterboy, that's at one of those venues. I don't know if it'll be on a day that you're there. I know Edie Modica has a show at Littlefield, which I think is on Thursday, if you're here on Thursday. Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull up. I could Google these things. Let's see. Bell House NY. Banjo DVD show is on Tuesdays. That's, depending on how long a weekend you're doing. Oh. What is this? Jacqueline Novak, get on your knees. It's at the Bell House. You have to get tickets. It's on the 14th. And it's sold out. But I bet you could get tickets. Like maybe they have a standby or Jacqueline is like friendly and cool. I bet if you like tweeted at her, hey, any tickets to your show? And then I bet she would like retweet it so that if someone like can't go, they could like hook up with you or something. I could see her doing that. Catherine Cohen, The Twist, she's gorgeous. That's also on the 14th. I like her. I think she's cool.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
There's some really good fan art.
Come on, let me see.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That's me.
And this is, to my knowledge, the exact design of the Lost DVDs, just with you and your show information instead.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm looking at the Union Hall website, and please don't destroy. They have a show on the 12th. They might have 2 shows. And I like those boys. I think they're so funny. And theirs says sold out. But similarly, I bet there might be some on standby or like you could probably like tweet at them or DM them. They want a full house. They'll probably see if... Because sometimes you buy tickets for things and then you can't go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it would be easy to find a person like that and trade info. Mm-hmm. Well, Anthony DeVito, he has a show on the 14th. I like him. Well, I think he's nice. I think he's nice and funny. Sydney Washington, she has her show on the 14th also, and it's about how she burned down her childhood home. I think that would be a good show to see. She's very funny and has an interesting story to tell. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking at here. Phoebe Modica's show at Littlefield. If you're here that day, please don't destroy. Jacqueline Novak. Oh, would you look at that? Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sunday, August 15th at Littlefield, Emmy Blotnick and Friends. She is such a funny stand-up. I think she is the funniest stand-up in New York City. You heard it here, folks. I really think she is. She's joke. So many jokes in a row. Such a good writer, writes so many jokes, but also like, I feel like when I'm doing jokes, it's very obvious. Like, I just wrote these jokes and then I tried to figure out order to put them in. But she just sounds like she's talking naturally. She sounds like she's talking to the dumb. But that's an illusion because of her great writing. And so, it's sort of conversational, but just filled to the brim with jokes that make you laugh out loud. And, yeah, she's funny. I would go to her show. Allison Light is also on the lineup, and I like her as well. And with Joe and Aparna is on Monday, August 16th. Mm-hmm. Hello. Well, thanks for joining the stream. Are you painting at home? The theme is Lost, Season 1 DVD. First time hearing of it.
Oh.
JK. Well, I mean, obviously I don't know your name from your Twitch handle, but I do know that my dad went down there. So your story about having dinner, it tracks.
Hey, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
This is unprecedented, but we have more fan art.
Oh my god. We're lost.
Wow. I love that.
We're lost. I love it. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That kind of reminds me of a time that someone tweeted at me. Did I already tell this story? I saw it on stage a couple times. I don't think I ever told it on here. A guy tweeted at me like, haha, I just saw a commercial about like Mary Houlihan at the hospital. Ha 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 ha. And I was like, yeah, that's my grandma. That's like a PSA for the hospice that she passed at. And it's like pictures of my actual grandma for this hospital in the Bronx, and then like my dad and his siblings being,
Oh my.
Calvary Hospital really took care of our mom. You should consider supporting them. And so I told that to the guy, and he was like, oh, sorry. And then that's just the beginning.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So
wow.
then he emailed me and said, I have a business proposition for you. Come meet me at Pizza Suprema on 8th Avenue. And, how did he frame it at first? I think he said like, I'm gonna make comedy videos, or I'm looking for like a comedy writer to help with my app or my website or something. Let me pay for your lunch, and we'll talk about it. I'll pay this much. And so then I met with him, and he was crazy, and and he said that he would give me $3,000 cash, and then he took out the cash in Pizza Suprema at 8th Ave and put it in my hands. And I was like, what? And he said, I want you to pretend to be the CEO of a dating app that I'm making. Well, I'm not making it. I'm paying these guys in India to make it. You know you can do that. Anyways, so it's supposed to be like this new dating app. It's supposed to be like, it's like Tinder, but with like a sense of humor. And I was like, what? I don't think there's demand for that. And so he was like, I want you to pretend to be the CEO instead of me. I'm just a boring old white guy. But you could be like funny and young and, have fun with it. Be the CEO. And, I'll try to book you like TV appearances where you'll like, you'll get interviewed by like Jimmy Kimmel. And I was like, stop. Do you know any time a CEO of an app has gone on a late night talk show to do an interview about themselves? And he was like, no, they do it all the time. And did I tell on him? Kind of, yeah. So then after that, it just so happened I had a meeting with a prospective, Hollywood talent manager. And, she already liked me. We were already going to work with each other, so I could tell her this weird thing that happened. And I was like, I just met this weird guy, and he says he wants me to be CEO and give me $3,000 cash. And I was like, I kind of want cash. How bad could it be? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. So then I didn't do it.
Mary, I gotta say, you should have done it. You should have taken that cash.
There was a moment where he handed me the cash and I was like holding it and I was kind of like, what? And he was like, are you going to do it? And I was like, I need to think about it. And he was like, okay. And he like took the cash back. Like if I had said yes right there, he would have let me walk out with that cash.
Yeah. And you have not seen, to your knowledge, any evidence of this.
No.
Going.
No. No. Well, because they don't have me.
Well, maybe the same thing would have happened where you just got a free $3,000. And also, if they was putting it out there, then it would look like to people who know you that it was some sort of like weird bit you were doing. And then it would just seem funny to everybody because no one would actually look into it.
Sure, yeah. Well, I was, thinking about it for a couple of days. I was weighing out all these options of, take a couple photos, dressed in a suit, like computer, doing business stuff, and I think that'll be fulfilling all of my duties, and I sort of thought about it as like making a video for hatched.nyc. Like, this is like, these are insane people, but they're gonna give me cash.
Yeah.
Okay. But his manager, she really that this guy's clearly. Why are you opening yourself up to have a relationship with him weeks or even, and he'll be crazier and crazier. And I said, I guess you're right.
Whoa, interesting point.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't actually. Oh, so you would actually But you wouldn't be the CEO.
I don't
You would
think
just be.
so.
It would just be a photo of you in a suit,
Yeah.
and he would be like that. Wouldn't hold up in court if he was like, "Hey,
Again.
Mary is the one."
Wait.
Judge.
Yeah. I owe all of these app developers in India tons of money. Interesting, you should ask. He did not ask for any, but I have been meaning to look myself up on WikiFeet lately because I found myself on there about a year or two ago. And I was so dismayed at what I saw. I was very disappointed. I was very sad. I said, these are so many pictures of my feet. And they're all screenshots from stuff because I don't even take pictures with my feet. And this is really creepy. And also, my ratings are low. I was so offended and creeped out. And so then I read about WikiFeet, and it said that the owner sort of says like, it's just fun, people like getting complimented on their feet. And if you don't like it, just email me and I'll take you off. And so I said, I guess I have to email this guy. So I emailed the owner of WikiFeet and I said, take my page down. I don't want a WikiFeet. And he said, whoa. Okay. And so then, he's like, okay, it'll be removed. And, I just did the thing to remove it. It'll be done soon. And then I replied to him the next day. I say, my WikiFeet page is still up. Take down you lied. And he said, oh, I took down someone else's WikiFeet page. Your name isn't blank. And I said, no, that's my middle name. It's in my email address. My email address is my, the first name there and the last name there. That middle name, that's my professional name is Mary Houlihan. It's, and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I deleted someone else's WikiFeet. I'll delete yours right away. And then he did.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I am kind of surprised that WikiFeet there's one guy. And then you can just email him.
Oh, thank you for checking, Alice. No, that's the show email. That's not my personal email.
I remember once when I was in high school, a friend of mine was like, hey, my boss at this Domino's Pizza wants to meet with us about a business opportunity. And me and a few friends went and met with this adult and his wife at a bowling alley where he was pitching us on a pyramid scheme.
Oh.
During the night, it was like, oh, this is kind of random. And then later on, realizing, wait, that dude was hitting up high schoolers for a pyramid scheme, and
That's
was
really
bringing
weird.
his wife along. Where I was like, oh, this poor couple.
I know, they're in deep.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, at least, you were good at it. That counts for something. That's a skill. Who's that?
What the?
Oh no. Phil, what's on your itinerary for your New York trip?
I just have a wedding, and then I'm there a week beforehand. And no itinerary as of yet.
Cool.
But I'd like to see some shows, go to some old bars and restaurants I used to go to, if they're open. We'll see. Are you in Brooklyn right now?
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey? Okay.
Whose wedding are you going to?
Danny Grove.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm going to a rival wedding.
What's the rival wedding?
Tim Platt.
Oh, those are the same day?
I think so. The 28th.
Yep.
Wedding versus wedding.
That's awesome. All right, if you can secretly film Tim Platt's vows, I will secretly film Danny Grove's vows, and we'll trade.
Oh,
but we'll do it like in the mail, like old school tape trading.
I am curious what Danny's wedding will be like, just because I've only seen him, be Boom Jam.
Yeah.
In Power Slam mode. I couldn't imagine him like with relatives and just like people usually act kind of more reserved around family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for someone who's boom jamming and power slamming all the damn time, I want to see him interact with some like old people.
Yeah, I have gone out with him and his mom when she was visited.
Uh-huh.
And he is the same person, no change at all. And I think that his dad is just a larger version of him.
Oh my god!
So I think it'll be about the same.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I am curious to see how much Boom Jam is
totally.
I'm excited to see how much puppetry and poetry is in
Aww. I imagined that Danny's family was going to be really buttoned up and serious, and that he'd be like the freak. But I don't know. I guess they're all freaks. Maybe in a good way.
Yeah. Good kind of freaks.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
So earlier you were wondering, why isn't there a Batman version of Bats Maru?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ooh. Very good.
I think that everyone already knows this. So if you could do a quick recap for me, I don't know who this Bats Maru is at all.
He's sort of the bad boy of the Sanrio universe.
Yeah.
He's a penguin. He's black and he has a spiky head, and his eyes are sort of like, "Don't talk to me." His attitude is very like, and your point is, it's very, like sarcasm. I'm fluent in it. He really has no time for your games. And so, sort of if you're more of like a diva, if you're sort of a posh spice kid, very serious and whatever, Bats Maru is your little Sanrio guy, because he is totally badass.
Yeah. Oh, he sounds like it.
Oh.
I wish I had some merch of him around. Oh, where's my envelope full of stickers? I used to like him a lot. I thought he was so cool.
He was my favorite. Just he got me. His attitude, he had the rude dude.
Totally. What's that?
I don't know.
Is that a fast food thing?
Maybe. Seems like it. Would
Is that
be.
like Kylie Jenner's baby daddy? Didn't he have a burger or something? What's his name? The Travis Scott burger.
Oh yeah, he did have a burger.
Is that what the sweetie meal is?
Maybe.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. What is it? What is it? Crimea? Crimea?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mary.
Mm.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Late breaking news.
Please.
Available as of 2 seconds ago on planetscum.live. .merch.
Hooray!
Whoa.
It's not even opening, so you might not even be able to click it as of
my
right
God.
now.
That's how
Wait.
new it is.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that? Oh my God. Come
Available
on.
in black and white.
Come on, let's show us the white. Show us the white.
They don't. They only do a mock-up of one of the colors.
They only do the mock-up of one of the colors. Use your imagination.
So this is as much as I can show you.
Oh,
It's not even on there as an option. I'm gonna email them.
thank you.
Thank you, Bryson.
So if you want a white shirt, don't worry. Don't worry. Yay. Hooray.
Wow.
Hooray. Oh my goodness. Now that's
Ooh.
a fun idea. Woo! Squish
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. Thank you, Squish. Well, you know what? I think it might be getting time to hit the old dusty trail. Maybe we could get some last looks at everybody's art. I really haven't done too much. It's just has blue on it now. Oh, come on! Look at that!
Wow.
It's the island! It's the island! Wow. You're lost. Lost Island. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh, yay. Thank you, Alice. Well, to finish out the show, why don't we each go around and say what we're grateful for? I'll go first. I'm grateful for Lost because even though I never saw it, it brought so many people together and gave friend groups an excuse to get together every week and have little watch parties, which I think must have been so fun. And so I think those are all good things. And it cast not one, but 2 dogs. So when you give a dog a job, you're pretty cool in my book. So I'm very thankful to Lost and to Phil and Forrest for being guests on the show, and Forrest for being the secret social media liaison, and Bryson and Jess for doing, like cool stuff, and like, doing the business of the show, and like making sure that it works, and emailing the guests info about how to do the show, and being little producers. I'm thankful for them, and for the t-shirt site for hosting the shirt, and I'm thankful for all of you for watching, because it's such a treat. It's such a treat to hang out with you, to be honest. Okay, who's next?
I'll go. I'm grateful for this show, this opportunity to sit down and draw some things, because that was drawing and doing more art was my New Year's resolution this year, and I didn't do it at all until now. So it's fun to finally get around to it. Also, grateful for Gatsby.
I'm grateful to get to be here, grateful to learn about Lost and learn how many dogs are on it. I had no idea, and that makes me so excited for the show.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Wait, I have a Forrest.
Yeah.
Did you give Gatsby that haircut? Or is this
No. So we took Gatsby to a groomer to get the line cut because he got bit, but we found a tick on him. And so we got him the line cut to make sure there weren't any more. There weren't any more. He's fine. He's all great. There wasn't anything with the tick bite or anything. He's all good. But I think now we're gonna give him the cut once a year, because having this little lion roaming around the house has been great.
Yeah, he looks so cool.
Yay. It is very cool.
Thank you, Butts Genitals. I'm also grateful for the name Butts Genitals.
Me too. Well, what do you say, fellas? Would you like to wave at the camera until Bryson turns off the show?
I'd be delighted to.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.